Alrighty. I think where I was in the last one, it's been a while. I think I got it to synthesize, but that's it. I feel like every time I turn this camera on, I have to sneeze. Yeah, it looks like I got a synth to work. And I think what I need to do now is mostly just, oh, what am I? I'm in the wrong folder. Yeah, this is where I am. Yeah, so I got it to synth. Now I just need to. Gotta sneeze, I feel like, again. I have to make it actually the logic fill out. So I'll pull up the README for that. And don't mind the dog. A lot of this will have already been done. So yeah, a lot of this I've done in the Crow Auth API, so I'm going to probably copy a lot over. I don't know how much I'm going to actually. A lot of this is probably going to be just like repetitive copy paste type stuff. So I don't know how much of it I'm going to actually do on stream. I might do some off. But I know that I'm going to need some database stuff, some DynamoDB stuff. So I'll go ahead and paste that in. And there are a couple other things. I'm probably going to need most of what's already in this. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to do the config type setup that I did before. I might want to, but there's some other stuff in here that I didn't even use this. Oh, I see. Generating a token. I don't know why I did that instead of a UID. So yeah, a lot of this can probably doesn't need to be here. Need to be carried over, but I'll definitely need to for creating an index. So this one, it looks like it pulls the owner out, and I don't know, maybe it wouldn't be any easier to do this through copy and paste. Maybe a lot of this should be new. In my session, I'll keep the updates for now. I know I'm going to need applications, and I know I'm going to need users, but the users will be different than this users. And I'll keep sites for now just to see where it takes us. So when we create an application, we're going to pull this stuff in. The auth is going to be nothing. Yeah, I'm not going to need the auth for this one. But I will need to take from the event, I will need to do a parse. Oh, well, it's already parsed, but I'll need to take out a couple things. So let's see, how did I do that here? I had the body, and then I just pulled the body out. And then that's path parameters. Okay. I didn't copy that. Okay. I have to rip roaring start. I'm gonna pull that out. Does this, I need to copy that over from here. So I'll need probably auth utils, probably errors, generate token, lambda adapter utils, logger. Yeah. Let's copy those over to my shared folder. Those are good reusable files. And then in my package, so I'm gonna have to go in here and make it a package, source, share, image. I think that's what you do. There we go. And I need to install these. I have that. I have that. And I have that. All right, then my dependencies will be there. Oops. I feel out of it today for some reason. Let's see. In the body, I don't think I need anything. So yeah, I might not even need this. I don't even need the auth, but I guess that's getting passed in too. Yeah, I'll just leave that out for now. It'll just call the port, and then it will return the application ID, and that will be returned to the user as the ID, and that will be the good status code. Okay, you know what, sure. Let's paste that in there, and then in the JS, I just won't read this. I'll just leave that out for now and just use this. That's fine. That's fine. This I will have to change around. Let's see, what did I have? I have application, user, okay, application, this is user, application, and then I have a bunch of other things that I will have to change around. I don't need that. I do need the TTL. Good is 200. That's what I was really looking for there. But let's see. What are some of the other sort of keys? Application, user. I'll do email. Yeah. Sign in. So key is email. And then I'm going to do that with phone and phone Google. Despite not having those available yet. Oops, I don't want the terminal. We have unverified, reset, refresh, passwordless. So these are tokens. Okay. Let's see. Unverified token sort key is unverified. Pretty intuitive. Then I have 3 more of these, which are reset, refresh. Oh, refresh token. Reset, refresh, and passwordless. Reset, refresh, passwordless. Okay, there are my sort keys for now. Let's see. They'll probably all have, well, they might have a similar retention period, or TTL, but let's see. We'll just call it like default token TTL. I'll use that at some point, I'm sure. Okay, that doesn't need to be there either. Okay, so it is going to return a good status that we have the port. The port should take nothing in, pass nothing through. These should both be application ID. I'm going to have to take that as well, and then we're in here. We're going to return the application ID, and that's done by querying some port. Create application. And that will come from here. That error doesn't matter. There is no auth in this. Okay, so in the ports, I'm gonna have to make a new, nope, not a new folder, but a new file for ports. And I know I'm gonna have to get applications and from the /database. I guess I'll do and I think at this point I'm just going to move to Vim because I'm not copying and pasting so much like I thought I was going to, so. Okay, I'm going to need a module exports. Just going to be start off, create application. Yep. And then we're going to have an async function for pre-application. It's not going to take anything in. And this is going to call applications.create, and it's probably going to need to take that an application ID after it awaits this, and then this is also going to have to await. And then it'll return its application ID. Do I have linting on this? I do have linting. Linted. Oh. I was worried it would do that. Let's just create a new directory, synthetic source, and I'm going to need async source is there. Let's try that now. No files, synthetics. Alright, I'll just make an index. What did this look like before? what is in authentication service slash synthetic source slash index. Oh. Do that. Cool. And then I'm gonna just take all this out because I don't need any of that. Okay, call that good, and as long as we can run line. Aha! What? What in the world? The keyword const is reserved? There must have been something wrong with like the way I copied something. Class is reserved? What? That was in errors. That's new. That's weird. I've never seen that before. Parsing error? It's in all of the applications ones. Like this. I don't know. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's seen this. Oh. Did I miss some sort of... Oh, I don't have a... That's probably why. I don't have my ESLint. That's the thing that I'm probably missing. So I need to write that to authentication services.eslint.rc.js. Okay, let's try that. Okay, that's probably a package thing. Did I never install ESLint? Oh, I did. Just I need that, and then I need that, I believe. And then we're going to try lint again. Okay. lot of ESN stuff that I didn't realize I had. That's better. Okay. As you read user, that's fine. That'll get taken out. That'll get taken out. So yeah, it'll end up being okay. I don't know exactly why I did that, went through that exercise, but I guess to find that missing semicolon. So there's that. Now I need to figure out what applications is going to look like. So I'll actually go in here and write this as my applications file. So then I have something to go off of. So primary, and then we have this, and I can oops. So my ports and my config. Oh, no, I don't need this. That will be linked later if needed. So I'll take my application sort key, and that will be my secondary ID. I don't. Did I need that? Did I have anything in here about? Oh, I did have an enum. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Yeah, so I did have an enum, so yeah, might as well keep that. What did I call it? Application, oops, save types. Okay, and we have active and suspended. So if we want to create one, we don't need an ID, don't need a date, but we are going to put something as long as the attribute does not exist. First, we are going to need to generate an ID. And ops /database session, and then I don't remember what it's called. Generate token. Token, and then const application ID is equal to generate token. D is going to be application ID. Oh, it doesn't allow empty sets. Yeah, that's annoying. I don't think I have any sets in here though. Oh, application owner. What was I going to do for that? What was my plan for that? By API key maybe? I don't know what my plan for that was. Or if it's even needed. I don't think I use it anywhere else. Oh, and I deleted the date thing. I shouldn't have deleted the date, because I am going to need that. For my created. Yeah, there it is. Application state. It's going to be that dot active email from name. Email from name. Yeah, that's for when you send for like email verification. That's what it sends the email as. Then we have reset password URL. Also an empty string. Then we have verification URL. These are just like the whenever it's all constructed, and that's what gets put into the email. So whenever someone gets an email to verify themselves, it will be a link back to this page. We have user count, which is going to be initialized to 0. And then we have created. So that's our document or our item, and only do it if the attribute does not exist. If it does exist, then it'll throw an error, and then the front end should retry. Yeah. Okay, and then back to the ports. That will return an application ID, so I need this to actually return application ID. And then that comes back here, and sure, I think that's fine. Okay. There's that. This is to get the application information. So that will probably just be everything. If you're the owner and or if you have access, I should say. Yeah. I have to remind myself. That's why I don't need application owner, because this is not doing any authorization. This is, even within itself, it doesn't do any authorization. The authorization is done for the managed version. That'll be done by a thin authorization layer in front of this. So, because the application ID will be managed by me, and that kind of like administrative layer on top of this. So when someone from the managed UI goes to create an application, they will have had to already log in to the managed service, so I have their information, and then that authorization layer will make sure that they are allowed to create an application, and if they try to get anything from the application, it will also make sure that the user is allowed to retrieve that information before it even makes that call on the user's behalf. So that's why. I don't know why this. I must have hit tab a couple times or something. So if you're getting the application, that'll be just like this. If you're reading it by an ID, yeah, you don't want the secondary ID. I guess you could leave the ID itself, and then the rest of it gets returned to the user. and I think that's probably fine. So this is ID, this is application state. And I put a question mark. This is just a string. Yeah, the rest of these are just strings, except for count. So we have the email phone name. We have the reset. I already have all this written down. Oops. What's the opposite of Control O in Vim? Control I or Tab? Oh. Well, that's cool. Oops. Verification URL to user code. Okay, that's the objects. This is not user data, this is application data. And this is application ID. Okay, there's reading it. I don't have the endpoint done yet, but I want to, while I'm in this file, maybe do some of this other stuff. I think this is where it stops. It's just the put and the delete. So if we want to update anything, I think it could all technically be updated. The state could be updated, the email, the password URL, the verification URL, the user count. The created cannot be updated. So let's see. The way that this one's update construct updates is probably not as functional as another one that I have. I think it's in the calendar API. Yeah, so this one, I believe, is it that or is it, I think it's that. Takes in body / object and returns those KB pairs formatted for the update. I think that's what we want instead, and I need to change this to opt. So it'll take in a body, and then it has these updates, it has attribute names, attribute values. So for each one, as long as there's a value, it'll push this kind of format. If you've ever done a DynamoDB update, you know, it's like hash and then whatever it's called. and then equals whatever you're going to set it to. So the first hash, this is the attribute name, and this is the value that you're going to set it to. So the value is with the colon, the name is with the hash, and so I do the key as it, and then I just, to make it easy, I just made them both named the key, but I put the value in the value portion. And then that joins them all with the comma between them, and it does this set. That's all it does. So it's nothing like crazy complicated, but it's very helpful. So for the update, yeah, that's all the update does, which is fine. And then maybe in the, no, it should be in the port. Because what I had before was like I had an extra layer on top of my update that called the construct updates function, but I don't need to do that now. So where is update? Do I have that in here? I do not have that in here. Also, this should be down here. So this is going to be oops. That's what that looks like. And then for the update, no, I need to do this, and then this is const update parameters equal to construct updates, maybe like body or updates. Updates. So in this, I need to, let's see, to make sure that it excludes so the port should do that kind of validation before it hits the actual outgoing adapter. Right, so going back to the whole hexagonal architecture thing, right? It's not the job of the adapter to do all that validation. It should accept a specific contract and move on from there. Remove site. Because those are both updates, so I don't want that. And let's see. If I want to delete one, application, I don't need anything else. And this is going to be that. Whoops. And I use remove because delete is a sacred word. And I think this is just delete. I don't know what it is actually. I've done it before. Did I do it in here? I think I did it in here. Yeah, just delete. It can do delete, but I can't do delete. Can I do delete? I thought it was because it was a like protected word, you couldn't do it. Yeah, see, I don't know how this one's gonna work. I'll just do remove. I'll just keep it as remove. Okay, and that's all that does. used everything for applications, I think, maybe. And I need my ports again. Let's see. We have create application. Let's do a read application. And that will return not application ID, but application data. Then we'll have update and move. Oh, this one's also going to have to take in an ID and pass that ID here. This is going to be an ID and then updates. And that, it doesn't return anything, does it? No, it does not. So that one just awaits. And the same will happen for the remove. Okay. Okay, there's create, read, and update. Here, sure, that should be fine. Okay, I will delete that one and then come back over here. Let's see. By application ID, we'll do the get first. And that will be, I know I had one in here that I looked at before. Looks like that. Okay, so this will be application ID. Whoops. Application ID. And there's no auth with this one, so we just paste it. And there's also none of that. Oh yeah, it should return, that's what updates should do. It should return the new application data. Okay. All right, and then the port. Just be the ID, or I guess application ID. And then we have the application data. And then the logic. Don't need that. We do need update. Oh, this is the get, isn't it? Yeah, this is get. Okay. Well, I goofed that one up. Let's finish it up. Oops. So this needs to be overwrite authentic. Oh shoot. Authentication service source v1 applications Uh-oh. Oh, interesting. Put, okay, and this is the logic. I don't know what happened. Did it get it? It did get it. Okay. That was the logic. This is the port. Want it to be that, except it's the port and the index, and we want it to be like that, except it's the index. So the index should have the new application data. This one should just be application data. Oops. Same with the port. And then the logic would be a read instead. Application data is equal to wait read application by its ID. Here's the read. There it is, 46. Okay. There's our application data, and that's what we want to return. Pretty straightforward. Most of it's just storing and retrieving and updating information in the database. It's pretty boilerplate code. That's all it is. And that's the get. And then this is the put. And I'm actually going to, oh boy, I like the way that the gets looked, so I'm going to do that, except, oh no, didn't know what tab I was on. I want, this needs to also pass in the body, which I know I did in here. No, I didn't do it in there. Okay, let's see. I think it's body is equal to JSON dot parse and dot body, and those will be my updates, and then I need that in the port as well. Whoops. Is this all I had in the logic? Okay. New application data to create. doesn't need to be here. I think that's fine. Then we have delete. Oh boy. Oh. See, it's just a lot of boilerplate stuff. I'm going to, just like get, I'm going to pull the application ID out of here, put it there, like this, paste it. There's nothing to do here. There's no content. I forget what the. Where's no content? There it is. Okay, there's that. Don't need that anymore. It's my delete, right? And my port. Just application ID all the way down. Don't need that. And I don't need that. And then in the logic, don't need that. Says remove application. And this should only remove it if there are no no users. So I should probably also do a read application. So this will first read application, application ID, which is that. Const, we're going to pull user count from application data. I want to make it equal 0. It should always be there. Yeah, no. If something else goes wrong, then I'll have to figure it out during development because, yeah, if user count greater than 0, throw the error. There's that. Otherwise, we're going to await remove application with the application ID. We're going to have to wait for that. Oops, that's my logic. And my errors. Let's see. And here, what errors do I use? Input error, missing resource error, unique ID error. What I want this new error to be called. If there are users, but someone is trying to delete it, maybe like existing user. Existing users. Okay. Existing user error. be like a conflict, I guess. So the 409. Oops. Right there. Oops. Oops. This is called existing. All right. I don't know if any of that is going to work, but I think I'll call it for today because that felt like a lot. I know I didn't talk very much. I hope you were able to at least follow along. I hope it was maybe entertaining. But I think that'll be all for me for today. I don't know how much of this I'm going to actually stream. I might do a lot of this just kind of in the background. But I'll definitely do testing. Like whenever I go through and test everything, I'll definitely stream that. So, and debugging and whatnot. So, yeah, thanks for watching. If this was in any way entertaining or informative, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to share this stuff. I will push it after I close the stream, but yeah, it should all be up and available in open source, and there's probably a link in the description. So yeah, feel free to use it, and if you need help setting it up, also feel free to reach out. I'd be more than happy to help someone set it up or figure out, what it is, what it does, and how to use it. So, yep. Thanks for watching.